Well, among other things, I'm a business student and I'm being taught that China is an emerging market and that it's really important in the future of business. So I came to China to kind of learn about its ways and see what's going on here. I think the city of Beijing is great. There's a lot of people. It's very, whether positive or negative, there's a lot of people, and where I come from, there's not as many. So it's a new experience, and I would say I think about the city of Beijing that it's a lot of opportunity. I've been trying to take language lessons, and so granted that I just started, I'm not very good, and so they give me a hard time. They laugh at my Chinese, but generally they're pretty friendly. Well, we did have the Peking duck. I think that's pretty important. You got to try that. Well, I have been to, as far as places to visit, I've been to Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden Palace. I really like those for their historical and cultural significance. A lot of the interns have gone out to Sanli tour. That's a popular place with people Friday nights, Saturday nights. I actually think getting around Beijing is fairly simple and cost effective. Subway costs 2 kuai, which is hardly anything. I think that's about 30 cents, 33 cents, and a taxi ride to work would cost me about $7. I don't think you're going to find that really in other cities. The accommodations we had for the first month were just great. I would liken it to a hotel. There was service and just very, I don't know another word for accommodation, but it was just great. Made you feel like home and you had everything you needed. I think interning gives you an additional experience outside of school and outside of a job. They're going to expose you to different things and help you get your feet wet, give you a chance to do new projects and really grow while you're in school or coming out of school. Essentially what they do is go out and pursue new investments. So they are in wealth management. They take people's money and they give them a return on the investment. Meanwhile, they're looking into new projects to fund or get their own return on investment. I would say once you get to talk to them, they're very outgoing and they're bringing you into the fold. It's a little difficult at first with the language barrier and they seem to be a little shy or standoffish. But if you approach them, they are very interested in foreigners and they want to know what you're all about. As far as differences between my company here in China and America, there appears to be an unofficial work uniform. The guys all wear white button-up shirts, probably short sleeve, and black slacks. And in American offices, I've seen khakis, I've seen different colored shirts, and here it does not appear to be what they do. You know, if I was trying to find an internship on my own in China, I don't know that I would have been able to. There's the language barrier, there's the lack of network. You know, I just don't believe I would have had any idea how to get a job. Well, there's kind of a laundry list of things that Gi2C has done that's kind of outlined on the website and in the program details, but we've gone on trips, as we discussed a minute ago about the accommodations. I think that was very key for the first month while you're getting settled, having such a nice place to go to and relax, call it the end of the day. Okay, so I went to Qingdao over the weekend. That's about a 6-hour train ride away. I wanted to go see the beach and, you know, Beijing's great, but I wanted to break. And I went into a seafood restaurant. Qingdao is on the coast, and so it's only natural to eat seafood. Well, this lady had she was kind of the waitress, hostess, and maybe assistant cook, all of these things. And so she had some fish, and the fish were squirming, and they slipped out of her hand, so she put them in a bag, and they're still moving, so she had to bang them on the concrete. And we have an expression at home when you're sitting down at a nice meal and it's taking forever, you say, oh, do they have to go out back and kill it? Well, in this case, yes. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I wasn't counseled on this, but it's essential if you're coming from a Western country and used used to the freedoms of the internet, you need a virtual private network. I use Google every day in my work. I would be worthless without it. I don't read Chinese. Baidu would be nothing to me. And so I have had to have this virtual private network.